Yeah. What do I know? I know God is going to keep his promise. God is keeping his promises. Are you ready? Shaddai. He's the Almighty Rock, and she knows, huh? 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 Yeah. Greater light. Oh, let me do it right. Greater light. Greater light, greater light. Let me get this party started off right. Let me get it started off quickly, right? Boy, when I leave out and go to the mailbox, I call myself running, was almost dying running up that hill, huh? I ain't fit yet, huh? They come in and they get into my house so fast. By the time I turned back around and made it up the little hill and come back, my whole screen been adjusted. I don't know if they doing that from the outside or the inside, huh? But they sure is quick, huh? My mind is God's mind. I'm always reflecting divine wisdom and divine intelligence. My brain symbolizes the capacity to think wisely and spiritually. They don't even want to talk to me now. Huh? God's ideas unfold within my mind in perfect sequence. Where are all my friends? Uh, it's like Jesus in his last days of the beginning, of a new beginning. My brain symbolizes the sounding symbol, the capacity to think wisely and spiritually. There's a key, a code that Christ left. And I'm going to tell you, it's so serious about Christ leaving this code for the beings here that are chosen that they didn't even want Jesus at the parliamental religious meeting that they had in 1893. They didn't want nothing to do with Jesus unless it was told by somebody who ain't going to tell the whole story. Uh, uh, God's ideas unfold within my mind in perfect sequence. I'm always poised, balanced, serene, and calm, Even when I cry, Even when I cry now. I didn't finish the song that I wrote. That one is a song because when I write this one, my seeds are a witness to how I was feeling at the moment when I stood out there in the sun, huh? But I was poised, balanced, serene, and calm. Even then my daughter said, "Mommy, you look like a frog, huh?" Suck up them tears. And my granddaughter ran out the car. She ran out the car. It's like, "Grandma," holding my arm, like, "No, no, 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 no." It's so tears of a transition of things that I see that I don't want to see. And then, but my hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' love and righteousness, that is in my DNA code. Poised, balanced, serene, and calm. I gotta finish that song, That ain't one of those just write it on out. And this one right here is poised, balanced, serene, and calm, for I know God has provided the perfect solution to every single one of my needs. Not none of the solutions that they have. No saline solution that the hospital can give, As I'm running up the hill and falling to the side, I told y'all I got all kind of things going on with me that it don't matter. I'm not going to let them experiment on me. If it don't heal naturally and it go the right way, I see and mark that my body will have to go through this. Some people admit their bodies have to go through a particular transitional state. So if all my muscles can turn hard as a rock, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready because I know God is keeping his promises to me. I don't know about you. You could say amen. You could say Selah. I say, God, you promise. God is keeping his promises and it is unfolding right before your very eyes, Right before your very eyes. You may not even believe in nothing that you see. You might not even believe in God, the one true and living God above all gods. You want peace in the world when he said we are separate from the world, huh? You want to be have your land repatriated and get your land when he said this whole earth is going to be cleansed from the sins and things that they are doing, exchanging bribes, to take you out. Now, anybody who has been walking with me in these along the sides of the streams, the Duckyard streams, the YouTube streams, and all the streams that they streaming, anybody who has walked with me, especially last month when I said January 9th, it's going to be major. They're going to release something January 9th at the same time that they sitting and casting their lots in front of the coffin. And January 9th is the day that the fires began. Okay? January 9th is the day that the fires began. Look, it's not because I'm prophetic. It's not because I have any type of crystal balls and all. I don't do that anymore. I was born again. I don't deal with witchcraftery and all that stuff. Huh? I don't need a crystal ball to see what's already written inside and coded on my DNA. What I did is did the research in their holy tablets, their tablets. I don't know if I should call it holy, but their tablets, their tablets of destiny, that they got written out what their plans are. Said that's what they was gonna do. I encourage you to it's okay to listen and commune and be in communities to hear these people speak. And even if you want to donate and buy their books, but get the knowledge and understanding and overstanding and understanding for yourself, research for yourself. That when the government say they're gonna do a deep freeze with vortex winds coming all out of this east and western longitude and longitude, you go and you read it for yourself. You don't need somebody else to tell you, because the government telling you way before they do it what they gonna do. Way before they do it what they gonna do. Oh, I got a whole long list of stuff laid out that I want to talk about today. I don't know. Today I could take it as a day of rest, but I do have intentions on going and fulfilling some work hours. I have intention to do some work hours because ain't no telling what's about to go down. People are gonna have to be working from home. Ain't no telling if the schools are gonna have to be going online again. That's what's about to go down for this long winter they're about to have. People gonna be looking for spring in May, and it's gonna still be winter. They gonna be looking for May flowers, and it's gonna still be winter, according to what they got written. Uh, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? You gotta go and research what they say they gonna do. You gotta go and research what they say they gonna do. Look, I want to talk about bribes. And I was reading from Ezekiel yesterday, but I want to read this verse right here. Ezekiel 22:12 says, in you, each individual on the plane of the, yeah, just limited to the U.S. soil. In you, they take bribes to shed blood. You take interest and make profit from the poor. Who they talking about? You extort unjust gain from your neighbors, and you have forgotten me, declares the sovereign Lord. That's out of Ezekiel 22. I'm going to read out of Ezekiel 22 today. I'm also going to continue what I said that I was going to continue. Going through the Holy Tablets glossary. Y'all, the song that you just heard, Zuri Shaddai, was my first journey through the glossary. The first journey through the glossary. I created a song yesterday called The Rest of the Story that is also coinciding with the last book of the glossary. I like this house version, the house version better. So I'm gonna go over that. But look, I'm also gonna go over, if I can, 1893. I'm gonna go over 1893 if I can. Huh? What's she talking about? 1893. Yep. I've been posting 1893. Do you know from 1893? What's the 131? Someone mentioned, I'm not gonna say who because they done got besides themselves talking down, huh? The people like me. I know they done trying to get back, going over some of the uh little short videos that I picked at them about, and they don't have the audacity to even say my name and be direct like how I could be direct. But I'm not gonna do that right now. What I'm gonna do is just say that that person mentioned that it is time. It is time to talk about the hollow earth, right? It's time to get rid of flat earth conversations and uh sphere, globe, earth. We could even get rid of Huey P. body earth, huh? Because your flesh is gonna fall, huh? They are focusing on harvesting your light code. But where they gonna be using and utilizing and uploading and downloading people from the face of the planet is gonna be right here on the into the hollow earth, huh? And if you don't know any information about Hollow Earth, I encourage you, go to the scroll 131. It's been 131 years since that religious parliament of exhibitions, the world's parliament. It was the world, the one word order that people was talking about supposed to happen. It happened then in 1893 on 9/11. 1893 on 9/11. And every seance and they brought in the three wise men to be the ones to try to find all of the chosen ones of the Most High, huh? To try to kill their mamas and their generations before these days come, to try to stop the message from reaching to all the world in this generation. What's she talking about? Yes, that's what happened. 9/11, 1893. So I'm going to talk about that if I have the chance and the opportunity. It all depends on how I feel. Y'all know how I get. I might get here and be like, just speak for 1 hour and then say, I want to go and do the work, the job that I love to do so much. I love that. I love this one. I love this one I was blessed with. I love it. I love it. Huh? It's a whole $11, $12 difference from the job that they had given me to tell me that I need to be quiet, huh? I need to be quiet, or they not. They gonna send in they military agents to do their uh, battlefield of the mind to get me out of their system. They did it, huh? They did it too, and guess what? I wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. That was part of their social engineering program to see how grateful I'll be. Child, please. Rest your cheese and let it freeze in this vortex whirlwind that they got going on. Here, let me tell you something about them flames over there. If you go to Google Earth at the time, and I have a witness where I recorded when Google Earth, and they said the winds was coming from the east, pushing those flames. That was their man-made simulations based on the sensors that they released, because the winds, ever since the transition of the vortex winter has been coming from the west to the east, whatever they call west to east and east to west, has been coming off the shores from Alaska and coming around and bringing it over towards the east coast, and that's how we've been getting this cold winter. So the winds that they were saying that was going out that way, that's not true. I could show you videos when the winds transition, the El Nino comes from the west to the east. The little girl would come. And when the winds start transitioning from that direction, I showed y'all way in November, towards the end of November. It's so much detail I could go into that simulation there. But it's all an actor's guild, because everybody who seemed to be affected the most seems to be the actors. It's affecting actors so much that you have actors who have been acting since Mutiny and the Bounty, billions and billions of dollars off of Passion of the Christ, coming on Joe Rogan and crying. Y'all know it's a scam. It is a scam. No, I'm not saying that people didn't get affected. I'm not saying that there are people whose houses didn't burn down. I'm saying it's a governmental scam, and they wrote about it. Those people who may feel some type of way and want to, well, they're not going to do that. They're not going to hear my live and they get mad. But if they heard anybody else with millions and millions of viewers say what I'm saying, and then they'll get mad and upset. You don't have to get mad and upset about something that's the government planned. It is written in the Federal Register when they planned this, And I got lives, stream yards to show you that's what they were doing before it even happened. I went about January 9th in the last week of December and showed you that they had this stuff planned. Now, what else they got planned? They got a whole list of stuff, but I'm not going to go through. I mean, Biden dropping them back to back, even down to, remember I went over the Balkans, and the Balkans had poisonous researching stuff to do with the water. The Balkans, the head of the Balkans is over Greece. And the head of the Balkans, he don't even believe that black people, Muslims, and all them, they don't even supposed to have a seat in the government to tell you what you can and cannot do. That's how he is. You have some of these beings that's supremacists, but they'll sit on a council with other councils of different colors and religions as long as it's going to benefit their cause. But him, he don't care nothing about nobody else's cause. That he believes that the earth shall be cleansed, supposed to be ethnic cleansing where only his kind exists. Well, Biden, they did a release, right? And all of a sudden now he kind of like reneging on this, where they released the sanction, but now all of a sudden like he locking it down. I don't know what he got going on, but it y'all need to go check it out. That's for those who can hear. That's the top dogs who gonna be left behind, because they teaching people not to go and research this stuff for themselves. Taking it, getting y'all money to make their platforms higher because they want to be the ones transition. They want to be Bruh Sanchez worldwide news when the transition happened. Huh? They want to be Tariq Tartar. Huh? Inside edition. They want to have top spots where this is going to be the place where you're going to get your. Do you realize, again, that the headquarters for Google and stuff is over there? By the time that earthquake happens, it's going to be, yes, it's written for this year. And the flames from the splitting because they need Alaska, when all that goes down, by that time, I hope you ain't over there pretending you live in LA when you living in the heart of Atlanta. Because it's about to go. That is written in Federal Register. I'm not saying nothing that ain't aligned with the Bible. It's not aligned. It is aligned with all of the apocalyptic, prophetic words hidden in the vaults of France and Italy. Well, anyways, let me get right on to um this gifts, what my title is about. They take bribes to shed blood and gifts in exchange. Gifts in exchange. 1893. It's been 131 years. What's the 131? Again, go to the scroll. Scroll 131. Go to scroll 131. What's the 131? What's the 131? All right, share this tab. Here we go. Can you see the screen? Am I sharing the screen? So, as I read that, let me read the scripture first. I'm going to read Ezekiel 22 as I go over this document right here, right? Because I was thinking, I was like, why did Prime Minister Modi give the most expensive gift and all of the gifts that was received since Biden-Harris administration? So I'm going to go down the list. They stopped showing for the year 2023. But they have Prime Minister Modi's gift on here now. Now 2023 would be exactly the 130th year before the reset of the 131. What are you talking about, Grandma? 130 years. Let me show you the significance of 130 year and their hopes to stop the coming of Christ. In their hopes to stop the coming of Christ. Here, 130 years. Genesis 47:9. Jacob tells Pharaoh, or Yaqub tells Pharaoh, the years of my pilgrimage are 130. My years have been few and difficult, and they do not equal the years of the pilgrimage of my fathers. So Yaqub's attempt to, you remember the pilgrims came over? When they gathered together at the great gathering, and they had the three wise men at this event, when they have the three wise men, am I sharing the screen? Can you see it? is exact to date to now 130 years. 130 years. Now that's just Genesis 47:9. I'm going to get to the gifts now. Just wait. Then Genesis 5:3. You want to go to the beginning. In the beginning, Adam lived 130 years before he fathered his son Seth. Before the Leviathan came into existence. That's didn't I tell y'all everything in the Bible is prophetic? From Genesis to Revelation is prophetic. Adam, or their sciences, lived 130 years before they raised Seth. No, I'm not making this up. You could go and research it for yourself. You could go and research it for yourself. You don't believe me? It's okay that you don't believe me. I encourage you to go and do the research for yourself. And then spread the message to all the world in this generation. There's three ways that Seth can be interpreted. And I told y'all these are the three ways that I like to, or waves that I like to travel on: the spiritual, the mental, and the reality. Reality is just the physical format of our experience right now. Okay? So, from the date of this one world order event that happened, that people been looking for the one world order to happen in this time when it already happened. The three wise men that were sitting here, and then their Jakub of that time. 1893, 9/11. They used their two witnesses in 2001. 9/11, 2001. Those towers that was sending frequencies from France to India, radio frequencies, they it knew it was time to rebuild, to transition, to begin bringing in their demon, devil being. Now back to Prime Minister Modi. Now let's go back to the gifts. So I was wondering, well, how come out of all the gifts that was received, and I'm gonna tell you, it's some gifts here that is questionable. There's some gifts here. Some of the gifts they destroyed. America received the gifts, but they destroyed them. The one gift that stuck out to me is the how I was able to focus on the World Parliament order that happened in 1893. Out of all of the gifts, Biden was handed a gift from Rome, a book about the fraternity of humanity. And that book is connected. You see, Biden was supposed to travel over to Rome to sit with the Pope one last time, and they canceled that trip talking about the fires from Los Angeles. If you going in the direction of Rome from Washington D.C., why do you have to cancel a flight? Or why you just ain't travel underground like you did when Ukraine war? So what happened over here? There was an explosion over here or something. There was an explosion over here. He was in Ukraine and he made it over here in 45 minutes. Why you ain't travel underground to get over there to the Pope? Anyways, let me go ahead and read this document. All information reported to the Office of Chief Protocol, including gift appraisal, donor information, is responsibility of employing agency in accordance with applicable law and GSA regulations. And GSA regulations. Okay? So every gift that comes through the White House, and I don't believe they reported all the gifts. Now they reported Ashley Biden's gift. Huh? Didn't I tell y'all Ashley is very important to the cause? Huh? Remember I told y'all, let me talk about Ashley before I show y'all Ashley Biden's gifts. Remember I questioned how come she was able to sit at their meeting in Notre Dame? Huh? Didn't I tell y'all that they started their big cover-ups? The Biden-Harris administration started their big cover-ups about her legal transactions that's happening, about her diary that was released or stolen. Huh? And that diary had questionable stuff in it in regards to it, was it appropriate for her to be taking a shower with her daddy at the age that she was? Huh? Now, Hunter Biden, he was at the White House. How come he didn't receive gifts? How come none of what's her name? Kamala Harris stepchildren or whatever they is didn't receive any gifts? Huh? Was they hit her gifts was hush hush money? I don't know. But why did Prime Minister Modi, ain't he related? Isn't his cause Prime Minister Modi? His cause the same as this cause right here? Huh? Gandhi. What's the man name? The doggy style team working with Elon Musk right now that I can't pronounce, that when I wrote that song, I said, look, I'm going to write this song, but I'm not going to try to pronounce this man's name. I'm going to let Viswami, whatever. This is granddaddy here or somebody. He in the bloodline right here. These people right here didn't even want, he talked about Jesus the way he wanted to talk about Jesus. He raised up a whole bunch of different organizations out of his thought. And it was based on his Aki Kanasi heritage. No, no. Let me go back to it. Let me go back to these gifts. I'm trying to get to it. The GSA is the General Service Administration. It's an independent agency, of the United States government, established in 1949 to help manage and support basic functioning of the federal agencies. That agency is turning into the Department of Government Efficiency, the doggy style. They're going to be the ones managing the gifts and the money and everything that come over from other countries. Look, so let me just get straight to the gifts, the gift codes. Okay. So here, there was the other day when I saw this um document, in the heading it had something about some green jewelry that had something to do with Department of Defense. And all I can imagine is these different comic book stories where they had this one jewel that would activate a particular system. And when I looked at this and I didn't disregard it. I just threw it in the back of my files in my mind and didn't think nothing else of it until today. So when I came back, it was gone. I didn't the title about the particular jewel or um disappeared. So I'm going to look for that one. But let's go over some of these gifts until we get to that gift from Modi. He was giving a book titled Government of the Tongue. See, these are books that I think, or this list, and looking at some of these books and document that was transferred by certain people or kings, particular kings and excellencies and queens and honorables of other lands, I think it's something to be looked into. So now, like I said, before I start going over the list, I'm going to read from Ezekiel 22. God's list. God has a list. They got a list of gifts. God has a list of Jerusalem's sins. Once again, for those who don't know, there's a difference between the line heritage of Judah and Jerusalem. Now, those who accept Christ, you're all one, native to the kingdom of heaven and God, but there is still a distinguishment. We are covered of the branch of Israel, but Jerusalem, the ones who wear a fit like Juju, and then Judah are distinct. Anyways, now another message came from the Lord. He said, "Son of dust, indict Jerusalem as the city of murder. Publicly denounce her terrible deeds. City of murder, doomed and damned. City of idols, filthy and foul. You are guilty both of murder and idolatry. Government of the United States. Now comes your day of doom. You have reached the limit of your years. I will make you see the limit of the years was from 131 from that date, 130 from the 1893 Parliament of the world. Now comes your day of doom. You have reached the limit of your years. I will make you a laughing stock and reproach to all the nations of the world, near and far. They will mock you, a city of infamous rebels. Every leader in Israel who lives within your walls is bent on murder. Fathers and mothers are contemptuously ignored. Immigrants and visitors are forced to pay you for your protection. Orphans and widows are wronged and oppressed. The accused are sent to their death. Every mountaintop is filled with idols. Lewdness everywhere. There are men who commit adultery with their fathers' wives and lie in menstruous women. Adultery with neighbor's wife, a daughter-in-law, a half-sister. This is common. Hired murderers, lone racketeers, extortioners are everywhere. You never even think of me in my commands, the Lord God says. But now I snap my fingers and I call a halt to your dishonest gain and bloodshed. How strong and courageous will you be then in my day of reckoning? For I, the Lord, have spoken, and I will do all that I have said. I will scatter you throughout the world and burn out the wickedness within you. You will be dishonored among nations, and you shall know that I am the Lord. The Lord said this, son of dust. The people of Israel are the worthless slag left when silver is smelted. They are the drops compounded from the brass, the tin, the iron, and the lead. Therefore, the Lord God says, because they are worthless dross, I will bring you to my crucible in Jerusalem and to melt you with the heat of my wrath. I'm going to leave that alone. I will blow fire of my wrath upon you, and you will melt like silver in fierce heat, and you will know that I, the Lord, have poured my wrath upon you. Again, the message of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of dust, say to the people of Israel, in the day of my indignation, you will be like uncleared wilderness or a desert without rain. Your prophets have plotted against you like lions stalking prey. In that song that I wrote yesterday and I uploaded yesterday, they plan their own demise, and you following behind them because you're going to have to make a choice. And they're about to make that announcement very soon. When they make their announcement, which side would you choose? Are you going to choose their gifts? Are you going to be all right with the gifts that they have to offer to get you to stay so they can manipulate, upload, and harvest your light code that they've been telling you that's what they're going to do? That's what the Bible says that they're going to do. You're going to be marked. Are you going to accept the mark? Your prophets have plotted against you like lions stalking prey. They devour many lives. They seize treasures and extort wealth. They multiply the widows in the land. Your priests have violated my laws and defiled my temple and my holiness. To them, these things of God are no more important than any daily task. They have not taught my people the difference between right and wrong. They disregard my Sabbaths, so my holy name is greatly defiled among them. Your leaders are like wolves who tear apart their victims, and they destroy lives for profit. Your prophets describe false visions and speak false messages they claim are from God when he hasn't spoken a word to them at all. Thus they repair the walls with whitewash. Even the common people oppress and rob the poor and needy and cruelly extort from aliens. Now, don't you know that this word aliens could have been translated in a different way, and it was not talking about immigrants, because this word in translation clearly knows the difference between immigrants and aliens. If you go to 22, where I'm reading now, verse 6, It says contemptuously, immigrants and visitors are forced to pay you for your protection. The immigrants are protected. But then it goes here down to verse 29 and says, even the common people oppress and rob the poor and needy and cruelly extort from aliens. Cruelly extort from the indigenous and native of the kingdom of heaven. The aliens get it the worst, huh? The aliens get it the worst. Some of them don't still haven't activated that light code that remind them that they are alien. You are alien to this world, huh? You know, when Jesus was tempted on a mountain, the devil came and he said, look, huh? I have dominion over all the earth and the kingdom. I am the prince of the air of this land right here. And I know right now you weak, your mind is about gone, you hungry, and you don't remember, huh? I don't think in the condition you in, you will remember that you come from heaven, because we brothers and you don't remember, but I was kicked out and I own all this right here. But I want to ask you if you go ahead and do what I asked you to do, since you weak right now and hungry and starving. If you do what I asked you to do, you take my mark and take my hand, I'll let you have all that. See that kingdom? See the kingdom right there? I'll let you have. Let me do a big screen, huh? Let me do a holograph image and let you see the future kingdoms and the kingdoms to come, huh? I'll let you have all that, huh? He tried to trick Jesus. What you think his descendants and the ones that worship him doing to you right now? I'm gonna show you fires and brimstone. I'm gonna show you vortex and cold. I'm gonna show you that you will be hungry if you don't accept now what you want. It's about to come. They're about to make the announcement. They're about to make the announcement. But uh the aliens get hit the hardest, huh? I looked in vain for anyone who would build again the wall of righteousness that guards the land, who could stand in the gap and defend you from my just attacks. But I found not one. And so the Lord God says, I will pour out my anger upon you. I will consume you with fire of my wrath. I have heaped upon you the full penalty of all your sins. 130 years from the great parliament where they sit the three wise men. Uh, and in this very, I'm going to read that lecture. In this very uh, precise, planned out 9/11 attack, they did not want anyone that spoke the truth about heaven and Christ at the meeting. They had a meeting in the upper room, in the upper room, and they didn't want anyone that was speaking of the right knowledge of Christ there. They didn't. They was bad. They didn't allow spirituality. People think Gandhi and all them on spiritual levels. I'm talking about this Gandhi right here in the picture. They didn't allow spirituality, anything about your light code, any Christian that was speaking the return of Christ and your light code, they did not want those type of people at this meeting. Any form of spirituality was not allowed in these meetings until 1993. That's when they start going on a worldwide hunt. Any meetings or any talk of spirituality was not allowed. Any thought about your light code was not allowed at this meeting in 1893 on 9/11. You don't have to believe me. Now that I've read that document about the gifts in Ezekiel 22, let's go over these gifts. So you have a book here, The Government of Tongue. I'm not going to go into that. Came out of Ireland. The Teo Shek. What is a Teo section? Now I'll type that in. What is a Teo? Wait, let me see how. Teo I Seach. Teo I Seach. What is that? Oh, it just means they're head of government. It just means they're head of government. Oh, Tisha. It's pronounced Tisha. The Irish Prime Minister is called a Tisha. Oh, teacher. Tisha. There things. Oh, so what's his name? George Michael, who they put in our mind to like him so much when he was wearing his Daisy Dukes and his tight pink shirts. His boyfriend Elton John, who helped with the transition of the holographic programs over there in um, Los Angeles. I went over that. So he was actually saying, he wasn't saying teacher, he was saying Tisha. He was saying Tisha, there things. That's how you pronounce this word right here. It looked like Teo. It's called, you pronounce this Tisha. Tee, Sha, Tisha. So this is where they get the word teacher. Who's your master, Tisha? Oh my goodness, the government of tongue. Let me write that down for later, for my own research. Government of tongue. Life and death comes through the power of the tongue. You are the living word, and they use the government of tongue to take you out. A glass-footed bowl and a book titled Government of Tongue. They transferred it to Nara. So let's see. They transferred the government of tongue. They transferred the government of tongue to the National Archives and Records Administration. Okay. The next gift, 2022. Backpack, cards, pens, perishable items disposed of pursuant to USS policy. So the foods that they came from Germany, they disposed of it. Now look, all the gifts, it says we accept every single gift because non-accepting would cause embarrassment to the donor and the US government. This is all the way down the list, even to the gifts that they destroyed. You wait till I get to the gifts that was destroyed. There was a watch. I think it's a watch like $11,000. They destroyed that supposedly. I don't think they destroyed it. I think they took it apart to see how to use it. No, who knows what they mean when they say destroyed? What destroyed means to them. Backpack playing card set, a Mount Blanc pen, a notebook, and various food items. Chancellor of Germany, hey, Olaf, they didn't eat your food. They didn't eat the food you sent. Olaf, Olaf Scholz, Chancellor of Federal Republic of Germany. Is it okay that you accept the gift and don't eat it? Huh? Honorable Joe Biden received a $525 rug in velvet case, and that was transferred to the National Archives. Now, is this a book? It's a rug in velvet case. It came from the Islamic Republic of Pakistan by Shabazz. Oh, Shabazz, the genie on the magic carpet. They sent Biden a magic carpet. They sent him a magic carpet. Eye of Ugat artwork. That was $570. That's going to the National Archives. Abdel Fattah el Sisi out of Egypt. They sent an eye of Ugat. Let me see what the eye of Ugat look like. Eye of Ugat. Eye of Nut, eye of Luz, and all. Eye of, what did I say? Eye of, where's the word? Ugat. Ugat. What the eye of Ugat look like? Oh, look. How many of you have seen the eye of Ugat? The eye of Ugat. The sacred eye of Ugat. They sent him what, the original? Or they just, well, I don't know. If the original is only $570, is the original only $570? Let's show. You want to see what the eye of Ugat look like? There's the eye of Ugat. They sent him. Did they send him the original? Well, whatever. They sent him one that was valued at $570. Abdel Fattah el Sisi. Sisi. Uh, Let me type him in real quick. Something telling me check him out. Look at him real quick. Let's see. Check him out. Let's check him out. After the 2011 Egyptian revolution, he is the sixth president of Egypt. 2014. Wait, who's the president of Egypt now? Wait, he assumed office in 2014. Is he still there? Okay, I guess he's the president of Egypt. What's the update? I don't know. 2023 election. Sisi was sworn into office for a third term. Yep, he's still over there. He launched Dignity Revolution. They end up having a revolution. The revolution will not be televised. The sick man of the Middle East. Analysts have described Egypt under Sisi as the sick man of the Middle East due to his fragile rule and economic turbulence. Obviously, because he only sending over gifts of less than $600. I don't want to read much about him. I just wanted to see what he looked like, and is he still from when he sent that gift. He said, I'm sending you the eye of Biden. Huh? And then Narendra, oh, there go Modi. Modi been sending little by little till he was able to send the last big gift, to Jill. He sent a painting, but they didn't record what the painting is. A painting of the value of $1,000. Jane, she sent a necklace worth $440. This is all 2022, y'all. Bronze statue of a horseman worth $600 by Paul Biya, Republic of Cameroons. Copper artwork, $620 from His Excellency Felix. They doing trades just like it says here in Ezekiel 22. Republic of Congo. Is this the same guy that was at the Notre Dame? Let me check him out. His Excellency at the Republic of Congo. And I told y'all, I was like, see, only the ones who put in their bids was there at that meeting. But what was Ashley Biden doing? Yep, it's him. It's him. Him and his wife was there. Yeah, let me share this tab. Him and his wife was sitting there. I think, were they on the front row or the second row in Notre Dame? Okay, so let's see the gift that he sent. He sent copper artwork to Biden. Biden received cufflinks from the president of the Republic of Ghana. Now Ghana getting burnt up little by little. Republic of Congo got stuff going on. Y'all look now. It says, what does the scripture say? What does the scripture say? It says they sell. Let me read it. In you, people of the United States land, they take bribes to shed blood. You mean the bribe that comes from these countries, some of them is less than $600 on your head? $600, less than $600 backpack and food? In you, they take bribes to shed blood. You take interest and make profit from the poor. You extort unjust gain from your neighbors, and you have forgotten me, declares the sovereign Lord. Ooh. Well, his cufflinks was $2,000. Let's see who sent them cufflinks from Ghana. Now, they say Ghana is a place for the people to return. He looked like the same dude. He looked like the president of Congo. Look. Oh, these the people that was on the front row, because I remember the wife. Ghana was there in Notre Dame when they was raising up their devil demon ceremonies and having their seances. Yes, they did. Same way, same time Los Angeles was going in flames. It's the same time I wrote in somebody's chat, I said Hollywood is Bollywood. Africa Hollywood is Los Angeles Hollywood, and on and on and on. On and on and on. On and on and on and on. Now, this man right here over in Ghana, when they started the flames on the east, they started the flames on the west coast of Africa. I'm just saying, huh? I'm not making it up. Unless the internet making it up. The internet making it up. Oh, let's go over the rest of the list of gifts that they use Ezekiel to trade on your head. He said, I'm sending you cufflinks. If you send more people, have your YouTube creators continue to be encouraged to come over to Ghana. We post people that look like they rich and that they're having a good time. I send you $2,000 cufflink. Biden, can you handle that? Have your military minds go through the internet services? We need more people over here in Ghana. When we meet with Trump in Notre Dame and Elon and your little Ashley, it will be finalized. Now, they talking about ships here. The the president of Tunisia. Let's see what he looked like. Let's see what the president of Tunisia looked like. Talking about you want to go back to Africa. Africa doing the same thing. As a matter of fact, they put $2,000 on your head from some of these countries, $600 from some of these countries. Look, Kais Syed, he is, he sent information with books. He said, we're going to make sure you do it right. We're going to send you some olive oil, splendors of the Tunisian mosaics. Everything that we're sending you is an estimated value of $2,375. Transfer to Nara, perishable items retained for official use and or disposed of pursuant to USS policies. Now, in religion, in some churches, the olive oil is kept on the altar. For some of y'all who don't know, some of y'all who act like y'all ain't never been in church. And the olive oil is kept on the altar, and they use it to anoint the hands and put crosses on the head and all that. So based on this, talking about like the other one where the Germans sent the food, it said in pursuant of disposing. This one says in pursuant of official use. What official use do they have for the sweet olive oil that was sent? Ship model. It's a ship model oil. Ship model sweet olive oil. Olive oil. I mean, it sounds like he was staying in accord with Popeye. Popeye and his ship and sweet olive oils. I remember years ago, the people that broke down Popeye, the sailor man, they was prophesying back then all the things to come to pass. They didn't even realize why they was prophesying, why the Holy Spirit placed in them to do a breakdown and compare Popeye the sailor man to the end days. They didn't know that's what they was doing. Look at that. Look at that. Sweet olive oil. Olive oil coming off a ship. See that right there? I can't make this up. I told y'all Biden always declared that he's Azazel. And I'm going down the list of all those who gave him Azazel gifts. They said, here, Biden, I'm sorry I only have $600, but it is worth it. It has more significant meaning behind it. Frame paintings, they didn't describe the paintings that came from Prime Minister of the Republic. of the Moors, the from the mud, Mauritius beings, the Virgin of Quito, a wooden statue. Oh, this came from Ecuador, from the Prime Minister of Foreign Affairs and Human Mobility. Sound like human trafficking to me. Human trafficking to me. It sound like human trafficking right there. Human mobility. Let's see. Let's see the statue, the Virgin of Quito, the Virgin of Quito, the dancing Madonna. Uh, the dancing Madonna. Here you go. This what they sent from Ecuador. Now, wait a minute. Did they send him the original one? It must not be an original one. Could be worth $427. They just had replicas. So this is what they sent. But now this same being right here, this dancing Madonna, at this event right here, they mention how one of these three wise men, when they got up to speak and introduce this, a version of this being, when they got up to introduce that, he was nervous. He was nervous. He was very nervous when he got up to introduce their version of this being. But let's get back to the gifts. Let's get back to the gifts. I'll get into all that. I'll get into all that. Yeah, this looked like it's going to be a day of rest for me. It looked like it's going to be a day of rest. And day of rest because I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now. I don't know if I'll go over there later, but this may very be a day of rest. And if it's a day of rest, that means I'm going to have to go in the next 2 or 3 days. I'm going in because it's preparatory work, providing ahead for the things that are coming. Uh, Virgin of Quito, yeah, Quito from Ecuador. Algeria sent a tile painting, but it doesn't describe the tile painting, worth $2,000, $1,990. Then the vase, socks, scarf, blanket, a book. It doesn't describe the book. Came from Yang di Pertuan of Brunei, Jerusalem. What? Look at this Darussalam, a different way to spell Darussalam. Here, I'm gonna show you. Let's go back. I didn't know you could spell Darussalam that way, huh? The J, the Ja, the Ya, the Da, yada yada, yada yada. They don't like to party. Lada dada, yada dada. He has held the title since 1967. Yang di Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam. I want to know more about Brunei Darussalam. Let's take him out of the equation for a second. Am I sharing? Oh, this place that's always on movies and stuff. This is Brunei Darussalam. Okay, okay. Okay, there's a lot of places and shows and movies based around Brunei Darussalam. Okay, and he has held the title since 1967. He's just I know him and Biden, old souls. Look at him with Obama. Look at him with Obama. Obama said we bring it back. Hussein, the Hussein's coming back, from my greedy granddaddy, my greedy granddaddy. Hussein's are back, Look at that there. This man only sent, hold up, $829. But guess what? Some of these people on this list that sent and giving Biden this money right here, they met up with Trump and was putting in billions. Trump said, "You putting in your bid, huh? Or you gonna put in your bid? You gonna put in your bid?" I know Biden mad. I know Biden mad. He said, "Look at these gifts on here. $600. What do they think I am? I've done what no man has done in history. I'm gonna finish the job. I'm tired of them." That's how bad. Y'all think Biden going down without a fight? He's no, they work together. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. Biden is a whole demon. That's why he was waving after she was gone. He was still waving to Queen Elizabeth. And I told y'all, when the devil is risen, she will be right there on the titty. An image of her face will be right there on the titty of the demon. Yes, sir. Back to it. Um, some mother of pearl cufflinks came from, the king of Hashemites, the kingdom of Jordan. Who are the Hashemites? All these people in the Bible now, y'all know that, right? All these beings, I told y'all, everything about the Bible is prophetic to the date. All these beings are in the Bible. The Hashemites. I want to see how far they talk about Hashemites in the Bible. King of Jordan are the titles. World War, the Arab Revolution. Hussein, see the Husseins. He said we bringing back the Husseins. Ain't no coincidence of why Obama named his middle name Hussein. He said we bringing back the Husseins. But hold up, the King of Jordan. This is one of their original old maps from 1921. That don't look nothing like over there right now. Look. Can you see that map? Am I sharing the screen? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. The family Heshmite tree dynasty. Let's see who they call they greedy grandpappy. Now I don't see Hussein Obama on this list. But let's look at their heritage. I heard someone today say I can understand when you can't track back to your daddy, but when you don't know your mama, something ain't right. Look at this. Hussein 1850. That's as far back as they go. Let's see. Said, oh, he looked like he passing. I'm gonna bring that word back. You passing, he passing. Passing of the Christ. 1979. Look at Muhammad, 1970. They ain't got no picture of Muhammad though. Look how they go right here. When they get to Ali and Muhammad, How come they don't have their pictures? How come they not showing a picture of the heritage of the genealogy from Ali Muhammad? Ooh, that's questionable, isn't it? Okay, well, let's get out of here. Go back to the list of giving. Let's go back to the list of giving, the ancestry. Woo, Hashi. They brought back the Husseins. Oh, Hussein, Hussein. This Hussein don't look like the one that told Biden, what's his name? He gonna give him 20, told Trump, he said, I'm giving you $20 billion. We're gifting United States with $20 billion. You got to let us build our centers over there, though. But we gonna give y'all $20 billion. He don't look like the same person. Oh well, he probably the person that sent Biden the mother of pearl gift for your head, huh? For your head, the bloodshed, mother of pearls, a wooden bench. They sent him a wooden bench from Brazil. Luis Inacio Lula de Silva. It looked like the silver moon. They sent him a bench. All right. Transferred to the National Archives. They sent from Australia, they sent him a drizzy, the drizzy bone, busy bone and drizzy bone. They sent Biden a drizzy bone coat. Hey, busy bone, busy bone. Hey, Bone Thugs and Harmony, y'all better come. Y'all ain't come out with y'all coats yet. If Biden can receive a coat from Israel for $500, I think y'all could do better. They got a Drizzabone coat. Let's see what a Drizzabone coat look like. Dry bones, them bones, them bones, them dry bones, them bones, them bones, them dry bones, them bones. They sent him a drizzer. A drizzer. What's a drizzer bone? I want to see what a drizzer bone look like. It's not showing me. Headquarters, Igley, Queen Island, footwear clothing. It was founded in 1932 by Edward Leroy. Look at him. He don't look nothing like a drizzle bone Australian. Let me show y'all. Hey, let me click this. Let me click this. He looked like he related to Biden. Edward Webster Leroy. Bruce Leroy went over to Australia and started a company called Drizzabone. And to this day, look, they exchanging linseed oil and cotton. Longer coat for horse riding. He helped clothe what's the Australian the movie we used to like to watch. I can't think of the name of the dude. Uh, Crocodile Dundee, huh? This Crocodile Dundee daddy. Drizzle Bone. I thought when I saw Australia, I was gonna see in Drizzle Bone, I was gonna see some indigenous worthy uh, indigenous worthy clothes or item coming over Drizzabone ain't nothing. That's why they don't have a picture or the image. They sent Biden a Drizzabone coat. And gonna talk about it come from the Prime Minister of Australia. When Drizzabone ain't nothing but one of their ancestors or cousins. See there? Bunch of crap, huh? They shedding your blood from Australia for a Drizzabone coat worth $500. That's a doggone shame. That's a doggone shame. Anybody just coming over and listening in, what I am going over right now is that Ezekiel 22. The scripture in Ezekiel 22 where they receive gifts to shed your blood, bribes and gifts. And some of these gifts ain't even more than $500 on the Joseph Biden Harris Ashley administration. And Jill, the one got paid the most, Jill got paid the most out of all these gifts. I told y'all, I say something ain't right. Prime Minister Modi and his cousins from 1893 been plotting since 1893. Let's get back to the gifts. Sterling silver porporo wool rauna from Colombia. Now, this is where they probably had the cocaine inside the gift. Look at the date. Look at the date now. The date here is when I think they found the cocaine in the White House. Y'all remember? Am I wrong? I don't know. But Colombia, Gustavo Petro sent over. Let's see if we can find this image. What this image looked like. That Gustavo sent over from Colombia. Maybe it was coffee beans in there. Let me not jump to no conclusions. Let me not jump to no conclusions. Wait a minute. Where's the coat? A sterling silver. Oh, all right. Well, this is what the coat looked like that they sent. They must have sent it for Ashley. This is what that type of coat looked like. They sent over a sterling silver one. Woo! That's only 867. Oh yeah, the worth of silver. Y'all see how the worth of silver done went down? Let's look at the image of what these rounders look like. The ponchos, what we used to call a poncho. Okay. There we go. This is what a rounder look like. Instead of wool, they sent a sterling silver one. Now, what scripture in Ezekiel 22 talks about? It says silver. Let's go now. You stay with me. Stay with me. Look. Son of dust, the people of Israel are worthless slag left when silver is smelted. They are the dross compounded from brass and tin, the iron, the lead. Therefore, the Lord God says, because you are worthless dross, I will bring you to my crucible of Jerusalem to smelt you with the heat of my wrath. And you will melt like silver in the fierce heat. That silver rana is going to melt in the fierce heat. So I don't know who going to be wearing this. They saying that it's going to the National Archives, but I don't believe that. I don't believe they going to put a dummy or a mannequin and stand it in the National Archives to wear that silver, sterling silver, high silver. Let's look at Gustavo. I need to go and talk about Gustavo. Let's see what Gustavo got going on. Let's look at Gustavo and see why he sent a silver sterling. All these they putting around their altar, their Biden altar. Azazel, he said, "I am as well." I told you they don't call the way they pronounce it is not Azazel. It was as well. Gustavo. Oh my goodness. Hold on. There go Gustavo. Am I sharing this tab? He ain't that much older than me. Gustavo been in it for a long time. He is a former member of the gang, the M19s and the guerrilla movement. Huh? No, that's what it. So for your head, he sent over a silver poncho. For your head, he sent over a silver poncho. It says that he is part of the guerrilla movement and the M19 gang. He's the founder of the M19. No. How Biden working with him? Look at this image, don't even look real in him. This image of him don't even look real. Oh, he been in it and part of the guerrilla group and the head of the M19s since he was 17 years old. What? And in 2023, he said, for their heads, if you send over, and I will send you in the poncho or cocaine. uh, what? I hit the wrong button and booted myself. See, I know how to be when it's the system doing it and when I do it. Now I booted myself out of Gustavo's picture. I booted myself out. I didn't mean to do that. Now I probably done compromised my own life and got uh agents that found their way in. It ain't like I be hiding. It's not like I be hiding. See? Look at him. Look at Gustavo. Look at Gustavo now. Look. Where that picture at? Where his look. Oh, it's showing Pablo Escobar. I thought that was Gustavo. Where Gustavo at? Gustavo was working with Pablo back then. Why they showing me Pablo when I'm looking for Gustavo? Oh, because he was a leader too. Oh my okay. He worked with. So let's get back to the gift. Gustavo worked with Pablo Escobar. They was in the same gang. They was gang. Huh? New information. And this man, for your head, sends over to put his bid in. He sends over a sterling silver poncho. Mm-mm. Let's go. A commemorative photo album, traditional Jariki set. Woo! A photo album worth $7,000 by Sukyo Yon. Oh, I just read about Sukyo Yon the other day. President of the Republic of Korea. And the information I said about Korea, somebody with the rebutted on their site, on their platform. When I'm doing my research from the governmental Federal Register information. I'm not just coming up with my own ideas. When I research, I'm researching exactly what the government say that they're doing. So here he is. He sent $7,000 gift. He said, Biden, I got you. Let's see. Let's see. He looked like the guy who plays all the good movies. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Moon, figure of the Moon administration. Oh, so he is the one that helps Biden with the moonshot. Remember, Biden and Jill's foundation is called Moonshot. And I told you, Moonshot, every time it's signified in the federal government and the Department of Defense, Moonshot has to do with destruction of the land and resets and catastrophes and things like mass shootings and things like that. That's what moonshot. Anytime the government is going to do something, they use the term moonshot. I showed y'all that many times in the Federal Register. But this guy here now I know and see the connection with the moon. He is the head and influential figure of the Moon administration. Minister of Gender Equality and Family. He received the most slowly approved ratings as president and is described as a lame duck. All of these people are described as sick. The ones that's working with Biden right now. Didn't y'all see? I just showed you the image of the Egyptian head dude who sent his little bit of money. They said he's known as the sick lame of whatever. Now he's a lame duck. They say he's a lame duck. His handling of the Seoul Halloween crowd crush and the ongoing medical crisis attracted criticism. They shouldn't have been celebrating Halloween, National Assembly. Let's see. He was born. Oh, he ain't that much older than me. So look at that. In 1976, all these was gang related people from the 70s. Look at that. Look at that. He is the head and president of opinion polling. I went over to look. Camp David principles. Let's see, said the blind man, if he in some of these pictures with Carter as they was doing their bids in front of the coffin, throwing they casting their last lots. Look. Camp David. Didn't I tell y'all that something ain't right about Camp David, huh? Look at that. Look at that. Well, he sent Biden. Let's see. What did he send him? A photo album. It must be a photo album of him and Jimmy Carter and all them at their different events where Ashley was dancing and performing for them at Camp David. Gotta be. Because I know he just didn't send him an empty photo album. Let's say, Grandma, you keep talking about Ashley. Look, the jewelry box. Let me make sure I'm still coming in because I booted myself out of the system. I did boot myself out. There's a chance I might not be being heard right now. Okay, there we go. Let's get back to it. Let's get back. Jewelry box. A jewelry box worth $480 transferred. And this came from the president of the Philippines, Ferdinand. That sounds like Sound of Music talk. Romualdez Marco Polo. Marco Polo. Let's see who he is, what he look like, what he got going on. Say, I could do this all day today. All right. Let's see, said the blind man. EPMD. Oh no, PBBM. My bad. The Philippines revamping the Marco brand, political phenomenon of the Philippines, whitewashing historical regarding the period sometimes referred to as phrases, was the country's president between 1965 and 1986. They say that there was a form of whitewashing that happened. His early life and education, Our Lady of Lourdes Hospital. At the time of his birth, his father, Ferdinand, was representative of the 2nd District of Ilocos Norte of the Philippines. Look at all them wind turbines. Senator for 2 years. Eduardo, the largest food and beverage corporation of the Philippines. They say he handled the most whitewashing of the Philippines ever known. Ooh, he be talking big talk too. Let's see. He had a problem with people with long hair. He had a problem with people with long hair. Let me share this. He said a young Bong Bong Marcus and his sister Amy played a small role in the controversial Manila incident of the Beatles, July 1966. They go to 666, just 6 months after their father assumed presidency. Bong Bong and Amy were among 400 children whom their mother, Imelda, bought the Malacanang Palace for a reception in which they expected the Beatles to show up. Oh, the Beatles didn't come. The 4 band members claimed not to know about the event and refused to attend. They didn't want to go. The Beatles said, "We is not going to a malaria-based country." As the event went on without them, Marco's children were interviewed. Bong Bong referred to the group's long hair and quoted saying, "I like to pounce on the Beatles and cut off their hair." See, he was talking about the scarab and Egyptians back then, that they had already been studying history and stuff. He really wasn't talking about the Beatles. That's why they said he is the head of the most whitewashing of the Philippines ever in history. He says, "I like to pounce on the Beatles and cut off their hair. Don't anybody dare me to do anything because I'll do it. Just see how game the Beatles are." What? He was talking like that at how old he was? Was he only just 6 years old? Because it say he was born in 1960. In July 6th. Wait, what year was he born? Oh, 1957. So he was a teenager, just about. So he was almost 10 years old talking like that towards the Beatles. Don't anybody dare me, huh? Because I'll do it. Huh? bong bong for your head, huh? He says, his sister Amy, or Amy, meantime, was quoted saying, "There's only one song I like from the Beatles, and it's Run for Your Life." Oh, so they both, him and his sister, was threatening, and quote, which media later associated with the way the Beatles scrambled out of Manila, receiving rough treatment at the Manila International Airport. Beatles lead guitarist George Harrison later accuses the Marcoses of inciting Filipinos mob to mob the band as they tried to leave the country. Oh, they said they was trying to kill the Beatles way back then, huh? They was trying to kill anything that was a scarab related back then. It said you better not tempt us and run for your lives. These was little children that caused a whole mob of Philippines. Can you imagine? Huh? He's still sending money. Hold up. He's sending money. Well, he only sent $480. $480 gift box for your head. A 480 gift box for your head. Woo! Marco Polo, he said, "Don't you tempt me." And his sister said, "And you better run for your life off of your own song." She said, "The only song I like from y'all anyway is Run for Your Life, so start a running. Yeah, we only kids right now, but you just wait. Huh? You just wait." We coming for the scarabs. We're taking off their heads. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I'm just saying, look, look, look. These people, it's not by coincidence. I told y'all everything about these people are in the Bible. It's in the scriptures. Let's go on. Let's continue. I'm not having any fun. A vase came from Hiroshima, the governor of Hiroshima. Hiroshima. I'm not going to go and look at that one and go into that one because I want to get to some of the gifts that they destroyed. Drinking set of $1,000. Hiroshima, the mayor sent a gift from Hiroshima. They say, "Please don't blow us up on no more. We don't want no more bombs. We'll send you $2,000-$3,000. Don't let the gifts go to our head. We send for the heads over there." Then let's see. Aircraft fragment artwork, gold pen, and some coffee. They threw away the coffee. It says perishable items was disposed of. Now, I showed y'all, for instance, where they said it's either used for special official use. The sweet holy oils was used for special official use. But the coffee got thrown away. Hey, Papua New Guinea, they didn't want your coffee. James. Hey, James. James. They kept everything, but they threw away your coffee. But they didn't throw away the coffee from the sweet holy oil from the other country. But they threw away y'all coffee. Huh? Let me look and see. Let me look and see who over in Papua New Guinea sent over some coffee that they don't want. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, James looked like he related to Mike Tyson. James, guess what, James? And James ain't nothing a little bit older than me. Ooh, James, look. James, they didn't drink your coffee. They threw it away. They threw away your coffee, James. Huh? Oh, he attended the 7-day Adventist movement. Environmental scientist. Oh, gas protection. Look who he's shaking hands with. Look who he's shaking hand with. That same dude. Sit that. See, they all them put in they sit they motion for the potions. His father was Seventh-day Adventist pastor, and you know the Seventh-day Adventist trickled down from this movement right here. This guy right here. Here at the World Parliament meeting, they allowed someone over the head of all of the Christian movements that came out of the Ashkenazi movement. They allowed those beings to be there, but they did not allow the movement that had anything to do with Christ returning for you and your light code and spirituality. They did not allow them. Oh, I wasn't showing you the image. Back to it. This being right here is when you see terms and religions, Seventh-day Adventists, and me and my first husband had the biggest one of the disagreements when we used to have our debates with one another in regards to the Seventh-day Adventist movement. And even though there's a lot of knowledge out of the Seventh-day Adventist movement, where it came from and the branch of it comes right out of Vatican and Italy and Rome. And I told him that I learned that in my research before internet was the way it was, with me going into the library and doing my particular research and development, because Seventh-day Adventist, my grandmother literally had a big problem with it. So it made me want to research why she had such a problem with it. Now with the ease of access and research and development, it's even more and more these beings right here blocked out any Christian movement that had to do with Christ returning for you. Like they allow the concept of Jesus on the cross. They allow the concept of Jesus of a new earth, but in a different form, in a different format. That any sin, his teachings is that, I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm not going to go into that. Let me continue what I'm doing. I just wanted to show the images of these people. And when you see people like James working with Azazel and all the people that I've showed before, where they're from and how they work. And how they're tied in. Their camps. Wow. Okay, see, there's always a connection also with the 9/11, with September 11th, and that one world order parliamental event that happened in 1893 on 9/11. Look at this event here where this person from Nigeria, okay, you're seeing his face, Okay, and that probably to some people like, no, ooh, he's the black. Okay, but then I showed you just a moment ago where the Australian movement is guised under Edward Leroy, right? And their parliament, but they had a parliamental Australian parliament meeting on 9/11/2024. So you see that? All right. So let me go out of here, go back to these gifts. Let's scroll on down. Iro Marabi fountain pen, Mackie E glasses from Japan. Disposition transferred. I want to look at the e glasses, but not right now because there's certain um, technology like the meta glasses and stuff that was sent over and just as much in worth as that diamond that they destroyed. And that's where I really want to get into. I'm going to end up taking a break and maybe coming back not even an hour from now to continue this, or I may work and come back. I don't know. I'll know after I um, take a break. Sinews of Peace, a book of jar of honey. Oh, Sinews of Peace is a book, and that is by King Charles III. So let me look at this book. Let's look at this book and what it's about. A speech given by Winston Churchill in 1946, the Iron Curtain speech. So Charles sent him the Iron Curtain speech. I told y'all, Charles be pretending like he peacefully letting go of countries and stuff, but they still be under him in a particular type of way. And like right now, Jamaica is in the transition of gaining their independence from the United Kingdom of Great Britain. But King Charles sent a book about the Iron Curtain. The Iron Curtain speech. And this book was written by, or this speech was considered one of Winston Churchill's most important speeches and is credited with helping the West win the Cold War. So this book right here that holds the speech to the Iron Curtain that helped the West win the Cold War is what was sent by King Charles. Glass Thomas Light Bowl. The Book of Vitus the Great, Order of Vitus the Great, was sent from Lithuania, from the president of Lithuania. Let's look at this book. Let me go over and tell you what that book is about. The Order of Vitus the Great is the highest state award of the Republic of Lithuania. The Order of Vitatis has the Great has 5 classes: the Grand Cross, the Commander Grand Cross, the Commander's Cross, the Officer's Cross, and the Knight's Cross. It has the Grand Cross and Star. Joe Biden was the last person decorated with it, and he was decorated with it July 11th, 2023. And I know that day there was something major that went on around that time too. Okay, back over here. Whopper Swan sculpture from the President of the Republic and the First Lady of Finland. $520. They sent it to him on July the 13th. Now let's see what this statue looks like, or sculpture. So it's just a swan. It's a swan. For a man, swans embodies the beauty, romance, symbol of rebirth, purity, and nobility and wisdom, which is caused by elegant body. But I just read something about the swan recently. I'm not going to focus on that one right now. Let's get back to, it'll come to me later. Where did I read it? It must have been in the Holy Tablets. I don't know. Sterling silver inscribed tray by Hazophim for the President of Israel, Isaac Herzog. And it's inscribed. Let me type in that word. Oh, it's the menorah candles. Oh, these are the silversmiths. It's the silversmith. This guy, this company is the silversmith of the world. And it's only 2. Brooklyn, New York, and Jerusalem. Hasafim, silversmith. And see how that takes me back to that scripture? It takes me back to the scripture of Ezekiel 22. The silversmiths. Let's scroll down. The statue of the Mongolian warrior. I'm going to pass some of this and maybe come back later. Statue of the Mongolian warrior. That was $3,000. Costa Rica, they didn't want your chocolate. Rodrigo Chavez, they didn't eat your chocolate. They threw it away. They kept the wooden box though. Gemstones portrait. That came from the Secretary of the Communist Party of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. I might end up showing his image. He just died in July 19th. But before he died, he sent 2 gems. Wait, he sent a gemstone. What you call it? Wait a minute. Okay, that was in 2023 that he sent the image. But he died July 19th, 2024. And he had been the head of the Communist Party of Vietnam from 2011 until 2024. And he was a chairman of the National Assembly. Let me show his image. He sought to balance Vietnam's relationship with both United States and China. He joined the Communist Party of Vietnam in 1967. He was born in 1944. He was the vice chairman of the Central Theoretical Council of the Communist Party of Vietnam. Now, all these names and titles, like the Central Theoretical Council, the Theoretical Council was at this same meeting here in 1893 on 9/11. The Theoretical Council was at this meeting in Chicago in 1893 on 9/11. Meaning there's a chance that he was sitting there. Nope, that was 1893. See, there he is with Obama. We're bringing back the Husseins. We bringing back the Husseins. Look, this guy's face looked like one of them faces that be on the in the live stream. This guy right here. We bringing back the Husseins. He can look at him. My Adidas. No, he ain't got his thing representing my Adidas. He got his pants leg up representing my Adidas. Wait a minute. Let's go back to this right here. So they killed him off last year, or it's just time for him to go. He was old, but he did a gemstone portrait. I need to read a little bit more about him and why he representing Adidas sitting there with Obama. He made sure you could see his Adidas socks. Adidas, it must be something more to it. Let me type in Adidas. Who are the Adidas? Adidas. Origin. No, I don't want to put Adidas. You see, because it's giving me my Adidas. Adidas. Let's put mythology. Let's do mythology. Greek mythology. Adidas is a contraction for Adolf. This said the company's founder's name. Adolf Dassler. Adolf, like Adolf Hitler. Ancient origins. 400 ancient Roman shoes in Vidalanda, Fort England, 400. Oh man. It ain't doing what I needed to do. I'll find out. Adidas, Fear of God Athletics. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Now, I don't remember anybody really doing a build. Not that they didn't, but where I like to watch about Adidas. And I know they probably have. It's just that I haven't seen it. Okay, so back to him now. Let's go back to him. That was 2015, him sitting there, and they was working on their Trans-Pacific partnership. He also met with Biden and Clinton. In their Center for Strategic International Studies, he spoke about democracy. So he was about to come out of the communist corruption party. But then in 2018, he was still there with Vladimir. So I think they got tired of him playing both sides. 2019, he was with Trump in front of the statue of the Vietnamese Revolution. And he was just all right with everybody, huh? Am I sharing the screen? He was all right with everybody. He was all right with that's the problem. That's what it is. That's what it was. Uh, ain't he the one when the COVID came out that was on his knees begging for forgiveness? Wasn't him. I can't remember who that being was. But let's get back over here to the gifts. So he sent gemstones portrait. I would love to know what that portrait looked like and which gemstones. Oh, a collage called The Return. Oh, from Zelensky. But y'all know what? Now, let me tell you something about Zelensky. Zelensky has been sending over. Now, that probably all the stuff isn't even documented in here. They've been sending over the Russian icon uh stuff that they have had stored and stolen. A lot of they've been sending, like they needed protected from the war. Crim, the Crimean Peninsula, where they sent a Crim, the Return, a collage called Crim, the Return by Vladimir. That was $2,000. Every time he sent something over for a little $2,000, but these are original works that Vladimir has been sending over, works that it's Russian icons, and you can type in what Russian icons are. But he sent over a little $2,000. They sent him $2 billion. Mm 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 mm. Mixed artwork commemorative from state of Samoa. Set of bronze called the Fine Horse. Earth Vessel Vase. The Earth Vessel by Trudeau. The earth vessel vase. Let me see what that looked like. Before he leaving office, he said, we're going to send you an ice cream scooper. An ice cream scoop. An ice cream. Is that to represent the Cold War? Trudeau sent him an ice cream scoop. Ooh, and listen to what the earth vessel represents. It's not showing me the earth vessel vase, but it says the earth vessel may refer to a small craft in Star Trek. A small craft in Star Trek, a biblical concept, or a decorative object. Now let's see if they give me the vase and see what it looked like. The earth vessel vase. They're not giving me a particular one. But they just look like nice old potteries. Well, the earth vessel vase. What do earthen vessels mean in the Bible? Now let's read. An earthen vessel was used to preserve a land deed. Oh my goodness, y'all. Knock, knock. Who's there? There's the connection to when I said that they have already made the deal and finalized the deal with Trump and Elon, the Antichrist, to purchase Canada. It was already written. Now, that was me based on documents within the Federal Register, but this right here was a code that he sent in 2033. So the earthen vessel, he sent an ice cream scoop in representation of the Cold War to come, and an earthly, because think about it, look at him, look, Trudeau, the fairy godmother to what's his name? Her name? Taylor Swift. He loved him some Taylor Swift. And he's a big feminist, whatever. He gonna send an ice cream scoop in code for the World War, and then an earth vessel. So again, the earthen vessel was used to preserve a land deed. Jeremiah 32:14. Figurative in Jeremiah 19. Breaking of an earthen vessel was symbolic of the destruction of Jerusalem. These vessels were also used to symbolize commonness and fairness of our bodies. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Huh? I knew it. I knew it's a reason. See, when you follow your spirit that was given to you and awoken, because he said, I will send a comforter. That comforter comes within the code locked in your DNA. It doesn't come from the outside. It is sparked from the inside. You don't hear the Holy Spirit coming from the outside. It comes from the inside, and it's written. And that comforter will gives you comfort and assurance in the knowledge that you are learning. It is not nothing to keep and ease your pain. That's people automatically think when they hear when he's going to send a comforter, and he's going to warm you when you cold, and if you sad, he's going to dry your tears. No. A comfort in knowing that when you're following your steps ordered from before the foundations of man, that you have there's a confidence in it. I'm going to continue with this. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to stop for a minute because this is one of those. I can't believe how fast the time is going. But up until the 25th, And I am positive the 25th. It doesn't matter about him coming into office on the 20th. I am positive about the 25th because it's written. This stuff was written before we got here. And we existed before the foundations of it. But we were sent to help to spread the message to all the world in this generation. And each 144,000 beings who were made to come and help in the rest of the story. So I'll be back in a minute. As a matter of fact, I'm not. Yeah, I hate to restart this stream, but I am. But I'm going to continue when I come back. I'm going to read out of Ezekiel 22 again. And then we're going to come back and continue because I want to get down again. I want to go over the 1893 one world order that happened on 9/11. Then I also want to continue and show you some. Look at the moon jar. Look at this. Look at this. All of these gifts were signs and symbols and commemorations and raising of their devil demon for your head. And that's written in and for your light code. Look, the eye of Horus up in here. All of the symbols and ward locks. Look at necklaces and bracelets. The largest amount, the ship of the sky, the ship in the sky. The Prime Minister of Japan warning them about the ship in the sky. Look, here's the one for Joe Biden. Now they just showed this year, right? Talking about she got that, but they just made an announcement about it this just a few months ago. But she received it in 2023 when he was over here. And it's retained for official use in the East Wing. What about this diamond? It's a lab diamond that they using in the East Wing. That they just telling us about it. They just telling us about it and releasing the information about it this year. But it is officially retained for use in the East Wing. That's what I mean. Whatever it is that they're about to activate, this $20,000 lab diamond that came from Prime Minister Modi and his 3 wise men of 1893 that gave him the code and left him keys and notes to try to stop the rising of the suns and the return. Come on, y'all. Visit Swaki Maki or whatever his name is with the Antichrist Elon Musk. What y'all think about this diamond right here? Huh? 7.5 to be exact. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go on down and when I come back, the Grand Cross Commander Order, they keep on, Lithuania keep on at him with the grand orders and the crosses. That's the ones they giving it to Jacob. Remember I used to sing to y'all about Jacob. I say y'all don't see Jacob, especially when those what are those vampires, when they was making arrangements with the vampires that came from up Middle Earth. And I showed y'all the image, her gills was being seen and everything in the live. And they had Jacob Sullivan in the corner, and I said it looked like they've been sucking off of Jacob Sullivan blood. Any of y'all remember that? And I said, but it's something about Jacob. And I was like, John Jacob. It's something about Jacob Sullivan. But you see there? Look at the gifts that they sent to him. Now, how come Jean ain't got no gifts? Let me see. Did they send Jean, the Haitian queen, with her girlfriend? Did they send her and her girlfriend any gifts? Huh? Did they send Jean any gifts? They sent Naomi Biden some gifts, and they sure sent Ashley. They said, Ashley, you get some silver too. You get some silver too, Ashley. Coming straight out of Egypt. She the last one before they went to Notre Dame. Everything they got in here is silver. The silversmiths. Look, the silver elephant. Coming right along with now Ezekiel 22. But let me go right here. Let's go to where they start destroying gifts. Look at Kamala. I really don't want to go into Kamala's gifts right now. When I come back, I'm going to skip over Kamala's. I'm going to skip over her gifts. Look, Tanzania giving her gifts. Emerald, the Zambian emerald. They sent her a gold brooch in the shape of Africa with the Tanzanite and Zambian emerald, a wooden carved sculpture of a person playing an instrument with two cloths and a painting of an elephant. The Caraboa horn handle and a tiger pin. The Kalima, they made sure Kalima, look. But she ain't get that $20,000 diamond that they using in the White House. What are they using? Where do they stick it in? They activating something. They gonna activate something before Trump comes into office. I'm telling you. Before Trump takes position, they're gonna activate that diamond. That lab-grown diamond by the second person who is at the height of technology in the world, and that's Prime Minister Modi. United States called him the boss. Not all of United States, because I know Trump ain't finna call Modi the boss. But what's her name? And the other Jill and Witchcaller did, and it was Jacob Sullivan, the one who said it. Prime Minister Modi is the boss. He agreed. I'm gonna skip over Blinken and all them. Everybody got a gift except for the one who talked the most for United States. What's her name? Jean. They didn't give you no gifts. They didn't reimburse you for nights out and all that. Look, William Burns got it. Oh, maybe they just didn't put your name. It says here an employee agency received a Persian rug in a shadow box. I forgot you, Haitian voodoo. You work in the shadows. They said an agency employee received a Mount Blanc Explorer, soft grain cosmetic case, because your makeup be so on point. You look just like a porcelain doll, huh? She said, I don't want my name on here. I don't want my name. So this probably you right here, huh? But I'm gonna skip over this. Ooh, Black Panther. Look at that. A black leather. Oh, black leather. Let's look at that. See this watch right here, this Omega watch? Destroyed. This is the stuff I want to go over. Destroyed. The stuff that was destroyed. Why did they destroy an Oyster Perpetual Yacht Master and a men's Rolex watch? Destroyed. Huh? $12,000. They destroyed a Rolex ladies watching the oyster, steel, and yellow gold. Destroyed. They not saying who sent it. They don't want to have no problems. The Beretta handgun destroyed. That Beretta handgun is what they gave to that boy to go take out that man from what you call it, United Healthcare. Talking about destroyed. Now they eating the chocolate. They say, well, the chocolate went to official use. But they destroyed. They say we might destroy the cologne and the frankincense and myrrh in the wooden box. Destroyed. They gonna destroy the skyline 3D wall art from Dubai. Destroyed. They destroying the Movado watch. What does destroyed mean to them? Look at them. The Mont Blanc Writer's Edition, homage to the Brothers Grimm limited edition roller pin. They gonna keep that. But look, things that's thousands and thousands, and they say retaining a scarf, a Hermes scarf for protocol. The Hermes scarf went on mission display. 30-year Tomatin scotch. Oh, they destroyed the scotch, or they drunk it. Turntable. They say pending purchase. They purchasing turntables though. Y'all wait till I get down here and come on to this destroyed stuff. Disposition, destroyed. Major General, and the stuff they sent to the head honcho, Lloyd Austin, destroyed. Y'all wait. I'll be back. I will be back. Transferred. State Senate. Stuff went to the Senates. The Senates got gift. All the state Senates. Robert Menendez, he got the most gifts. Marco Rubio. Oh, they paid for his transportation to Ecuador. That was a gift. Marco Rubio coming straight out of Miami, Florida, South Miami. They say we pay for your travel. Counselor Chief Justice Stephen Breyer got paid. Elena Kagan got paid. John G. Roberts got paid. Caroline DeFam got paid. Honorable Caroline DeFam, She DeFam, she got paid. Look at that, $5,000, $500. Dianne Feinstein, they got paid to travel. The Little Kim and all them was paid to travel too. I will be back because I again want to go over. There's a book here that Biden received, and this book again is how I was able to find out. It looked like they removed it though. Let me see. It came from the Pope. Let me see if I could just go straight to the Pope. As a matter of fact, let me Control F and put Pope. See if Pope come up. No, he's not called the Pope. Who was the one? What was the name of the book? Oh my goodness. Did I write it down yesterday? I saw it. I saw the book. It was the day before yesterday because, like I told y'all, I saw this stuff and then put it in the back of my mind. I was like, it's not important right now. It's not important to me. Trying to find out it is. What was the name of the book? Oh, Humanity, Fraternities of Humanity. Let's see. Nope, it's not allowing me to type in humanity. No. Um, let's type in human and see if it. Nope. Fraternity. It's see they blocking because that book I'm telling you is how I and it came from the Pope, but they done removed it from this list, so it may be another list that I was looking at. Ireland. Um, let me put France. Nope. Nope. And again, they won't let Pope come up here. Pope. PAPAC. Nope. Uh, what was the title of that book? I'm pretty sure that book was entitled Fraternity of Humanity or of Humanity. It's not a book, it's a writing. Final Declaration, Fraternity of Humanity, United Nations, Pope Francis. Let me put Francis. Let's put Francis up in here and see if it'll, because that's the who wrote it. See, they listed it in because they blocking everything, and I could find it, but they may have very well, like I said, put it somewhere else and moved it from this communication, this line of communication. Saudi Arabia, International Bank Development. Scroll on up, unknown. Scroll up. Let's go back to Biden because it was given to Biden. It was given to Biden. Go back up. Jill Biden. And it wasn't Jill Biden. Silver elephant. Okay, portrait. Mixed the criminal return. But I went over this whole list. The 10 principles of Upanishads. That's a book. And that's from Prime Minister Modi. Ooh. Yeah, y'all, when I come back. But that's not it. This book came straight from the Pope, and it made me question why was him meeting the Pope canceled because of the fires, because they not stopping partying, they not stopping football games, they not stopping feasting. You understand what I'm saying? They not stopping all the things that you would stop but he decided not to go to meet with the Pope. And the only reason why I questioned it and the way I found it out is because of this book that I saw that the Pope sent him. Now the book is not on the list. Okay, let me try something else. Let me go here. You're with me in Federal Register? I keep booting myself out of when I get all excited. Booting myself out of the especially when I get over here to the Federal Register. Okay, so let me go to Federal Register and type in that document. I think the name of the document was Humanity. Humanity of Fraternities. What? Oh, okay, let's go to the newest. Trade regulations. Finding light in the darkness. What is this? Finding light in the darkness by the White House venues and the State Department. Mm, 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 mm. Humanities program. I may need to come over here and look at these humanity program things they got here, but nope. Because see, Biden about to leave office. There's a reason why the Pope sent that book. Fraternity of Humanity. Maybe that's what it's called. Fraternity of Humans. Let's type that in. See if anything come up. And go to the newest. And I wish somebody could help me out with this. Human Fraternity. There it is. There it is. It's called the Human Fraternity book. Okay, all right. That's 2023. So this is probably when he sent it. Okay, I'm so glad I found it because I was, that would bother me because I know what I saw and I was questioning this book. I'm like, why is this book in the list of gifts? So here we are. You following me? You see? Back to it. And federal employee gifts. Now I can see control F. And what was the title of that book? Human Fraternity. See, they removed it. They removed it from this protocol right here. Because now all I did was copy and paste it into the control F, into the find, and it's not here. So the gift from the Pope that was in this document has been removed. Okay, so no problem. What I'll do is go in and type in this book that was a gift to Biden from the Pope. Fraternity document. And here we are. And then I'll come back. Like I said, these are the document of human fraternity for world peace and living together, also known as Abu Dhabi Declaration or Abu Dhabi Agreement, is a joint statement signed by Pope Francis of the Catholic Church, Sheikh Ahmed El Tayeb, Grand Imam of Al Azhar, on February 2019, Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. The document was born of the fraternal open discussion between Francis and Tayeb, a culture of mutual respect. And they removed it. They removed it from this list that was just on here the other day. This very list, the most current one. Now, that information about the fraternity of human, or the document by Pope Francis, him sending that as a gift to Biden on this list of gifts of things that are connected to revelations or the apocalyptic events, that is connected to this 1893 9/11 event. And these beings, or three wise men of that event, are also connected to Prime Minister Modi, and that diamond that is for use underground at the White House, underground now. I'll be back. Don't believe anything that I'm saying. Check it out for yourself.
She knows.